if Ole Miss, if they lost to Tulane, they might go burn down the entire state of Louisiana. On this episode, I'm going to talk about fans' expectations as we head into the playoffs. Who's going to be the most disappointed or mad or sad if their team goes into the college playoffs and just stinks it up? So go ahead, watch the video, and let me know what you think in the comments. Good day, good day, good day. Welcome back in to another episode of Beyond the Finish Line. And today I want to go through not the rankings. We have the brackets. All right. We have the bracket, I should say. But the pain meter. What's our, as fan bases, expectations? Who's going to be the most let down if it doesn't go our way as fans? It's going to be interesting to see how some fan bases take it. There's new teams in the playoffs, haven't made it, first ever. There's not some teams first time, maybe first time under a certain new head coach. But so I'm going to go from 12-1 on the least expectations to the most expectations or chaos. So this segment, this pain meter, is brought to you by the Couch Coach Line. Call 404-590-3224. Leave your hot takes, your bad takes, mad takes, sad takes. I'll take them all, and I'll answer them on the line. So, at number 12, expectations-wise, James Madison. All right, look, going into it, you know, it's a great accomplishment. You made the playoffs. You won the Sun Belt for the first time ever. Wayne Knight is a freak of nature. He might be the chess piece that could you go up there to Oregon and upset them? Sure. Are you expecting to? I don't think so. So James Madison at 12, okay? Napier era, here we go. At number 11, Tulane. Look, same situation as James Madison. And this goes back to, do you believe that G5 should be in? Do you believe they shouldn't? Well, I don't really get to make that call. We could have some really good matchups. Could you imagine Notre Dame headed to Oxford next weekend? Ooh. Could you imagine BYU headed up to Oregon? We could have had some matchups with closer favorites. Underdogs are, look, you're the G5 and you made it, but expectations are probably not as high. At number 10, Alabama. You got in, but after that performance in the SEC championship against Georgia, -3 rushing yards, losing to Oklahoma at home, Kalen DeBoer got you in the playoffs. Y'all are back in the playoffs. Way to go. Are you expecting to win it all? I don't know if you have that expectation over there in Tuscaloosa. You might, and if you do, awesome, great fandom, but they're going to have to change a lot. At number 9, Oklahoma. Look, Oklahoma's in it. Brent Venables' defense is so good. Brent Venables' offense, boy, they got to figure it out. They got dominated on the box score by Alabama, but they beat them. And so if they're going to make a run, they're going to have to fix a lot on offense. And so expectation-wise, I don't know if an Oklahoma fan has any higher expectations after making it past Alabama, if you can. But that's why I have them at 9. At number 8, look, historic season. Like first Big Ten championship since World War II or something. Indiana. Kurt Cignetti is, he's everything he said he is. Google me. He wins. Yeah, he does. I Googled him. He wins. Big Ten champ Fernando Mendoza, Heisman. Indiana's on top of the world. They have the best team in the country. Can they go win it all? Yeah, absolutely. If they don't, how are the fans going to react? I don't know. It's year 2. Sig is building a pretty good program up there. So I don't think the letdown because you're in the dance is going to be as high. At number 7, Texas A&M. Kind of same situation. Elko, he's building, but spent a little bit of money on Marcel Reed. Okay. Just got beat by Texas. Historic comeback against South Carolina. But if you get down like that in the playoffs, or if you play like the South Carolina game, I don't think that there's going to be a future round matchup for you. But after seeing that as a Texas A&M fan, do you have expectations to go win it all? I hear like the fan part. It's like, yeah, we're going to go win it all. But are you going to be, how let down are you going to be if they stink it up and lose? I think they're probably middle of the pack. At number 6, Oregon. Look, hey, Oregon fan, Sco Ducks, we got the 5 seed. We got James Madison coming to town. I hope they don't overlook them. I hope there's not a trap game in there. But in the situation that they win that game and then lose to Texas Tech, how let down are the fans going to be? I don't know. Feels like they're getting closer. And I've said it. Dan Lanning's going to win a national championship at Oregon in the next 5 years, and he's building towards that. If they were to get beat in the semifinals or the quarterfinals, probably wouldn't be as big of a letdown as some of the ones here below. At number 5, Georgia. It's the Kirby era. We're spoiled as Georgia fans. I'm a Georgia fan. This team is finally clicking on all 3 phases. Punt block, the onside kick. There's a lot, and Gunner he wins. He may not put up the numbers, but he just wins. And so the Georgia Nation, Bulldog Nation, wants another one. And so at 5, I feel like that's a good spot if we're because we're expecting to go win it all. We're clicking. But expectation wise, if we got beat, yeah, it's gonna suck. Yeah, it'd be terrible. But if we don't, the letdown isn't gonna be as high as for Miami. Hey, Miami spent a pretty penny bringing Carson Beck in. If they go into Kyle Field next weekend and stink it up and he throws 4 interceptions, they've got to defend getting in over, like, so they've been lobbying for a month. And I'll say this. The committee did not get it wrong. How they got there was wrong. Do away with Tuesday night show. Let's have the suspense on Selection Sunday. Let the AP do their thing because people want to see a ranking beside their team. But let the AP poll be that, and let's have Selection Sunday like college basketball does. The suspense. Now you don't have to worry about, hey, whoa. Now, hey, you're in. Keep it moving. At number 3, I think the Texas Tech fan base, they've been arguing pretty strong on them and the Big 12. There's been some money dumped into that program. Joey McGuire, they are building something special, and I think they're a very real program. And so expectation of winning it all probably goes higher and higher. And so if they were to go into the playoff against, say, Oregon and stink it up, we may have some very, very upset Texas Tech fans. At number 2, the Ohio State Buckeyes. It's the mark of going back to back. Look, Michigan, they won it all. They won the Big Ten undefeated. And some Ohio State fans say, well, okay, I don't care, blah, 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 blah. They meet Michigan this year if they win it all. But that back-to-back would be enough in their world to combat with Michigan's undefeated season. And at number 1, Ole Miss. If Ole Miss, if they lost to Tulane, they might go burn down the entire state of Louisiana. Lane Kiffin may never have a car with 4 tires again. They may, because look, they're in the playoffs. First time ever, historic season. Boy, they've had a great season. Trinidad, Juan Lacey, fantastic. If they go in the playoffs and stink it up, because this is a must win it all for Ole Miss. It's the Pete Golding era. There's been a lot of he said, that program can't, blah, blah, blah. We want to stick it to Lane Kiffin. We got to go win the championship. So if they go in the playoffs and stink it up, it is going to be a riot in Oxford, Mississippi. They are pitchfork and flames headed to Louisiana, specifically Baton Rouge. And Lane's just going to be... Oh, what's that? Seeing pitchforks outside my window. They'll tweet all about it. And he's going to rub the wound with salt. So, for Ole Miss, I think it is a must-win for expectation fan-wise. So, this is the 12-team pain meter, okay? I'm going to kind of follow this through. We'll follow it through the playoffs. How closer do we get? How much more pain? How does that change? Whose fan base is huffing and puffing and expecting a championship? Hey, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. I'll see you on the other side.
Beyond the finish line, I see the sun rise past the broken nights, through the battles and the